One day there was somebody out in the woods, I don't know who, just somebody who's out there, probably kind of miserable because they were camping. And they're really desperate, I guess, because this certain person thought, I'm really wanting something sweet. So, naturally, he dug through his backpack and he found a couple snackable goods, including some marshmallows, which are kind of messy. And so he thought, we wouldn't want this to be too unmessy. And so what we'll do is we'll heat this up over a fire. We'll get it nice and drippy, and we'll get it so it's like really messy and hard to get off your fingers, okay? But you see, marshmallows that are melted, they're really sticky and annoying, but they don't really go everywhere. They kind of keep to themselves, right? And so he had to fix that problem, right? So he grabbed a piece of plain Hershey's chocolate, went ahead and pressed that into that nice melted marshmallow, decided to heat it up some more so that they're both melted. Now we have something that's both sticky and gross and incredibly miserable to get off your hands. And then we have something that's beautifully messy and gets everywhere on top of it, okay? Now, at this point, I think this man, even this insane man, even realized he had gone too far and that there was no comprehensive way to eat this item. So he said, you know what, we got to sandwich this between something, we got some bread. Nah, we got some white bread. Nah, probably not the best idea. And he said, oh, I know. We'll grab a graham cracker, the driest, most parched sweet snack cracker. The saltine crackers of sweet crackers. That's what they are, right? And he's like, that'll work perfectly. Cracked it in half, slapped it on top of those two bad boys. And this is all fine by me, right? That everyone does their thing, you do your thing. What baffles me is that somebody saw that and it was like, Billy, that is a beautiful idea. That they continued that. That's what gets me. That's where I go, well, pump the brakes there. Aren't there other things we can heat up in front of a fire? Aren't there other things that we can roast? Is that just me, or is that really the do-all? And if so, I stand corrected here. Have you ever seen a human being bite into one of those things? Seriously, let's just be objective about this. Have you ever seen a human being bite into one of those things? Okay, where does it go? Because I promise you, it's not in their mouth. It's not in their mouth, okay? Because what happens is they bite on it, and remember that sticky, messy stuff that I talked about in the middle in my bedtime story at the beginning of this video? Yeah, it goes outward. It leaves, okay? It doesn't want to be in your mouth the same way that you shouldn't want it in your mouth. It goes, it leaves, it went. Then you get your hands sticky. I went to scout camp, so I'm speaking from experience. I was a scout for growing up my entire life, right? And what happens is they get it on your hands, right? And then you got to wash them. What do? The leaders, they always look at you and they're like, okay, rub it against the dirt. Yes, that is a real solution that they have, is rub it against the dirt because it gets the marshmallow off your hands. Sir, now we have dirt on our hands. If you want to enjoy a weird mushy marshmallow with melted chocolate that's not really melted because you got impatient, so it's just kind of sitting there. When you're sitting there with that in your home eating that, right? I have no hate for you, right? You can eat anything. I've literally slapped shredded cheese onto a skillet and cooked it and eaten that for a snack. Way too many times than I'm proud to admit. And you know what? Everyone does their thing. But who decided that this is what everyone should do on campouts? Oh, but just don't get me started because there's so many things these days. I'm not much of a sweets guy. Truth be told, I'm more into the salties, as you might say, or the savory stuff. But I can enjoy a good sweet thing or two. I love me a delicious glazed donut. But who buys the sugar cookies that are in the grocery section of every grocery store? They're there. They have to be popular. Like the 4th of July sugar cookies. So my issue is somebody's buying them, right? Because they've been sold and stored for decades, perhaps millennia, because they're always there. And there's not just a few. There's a whole aisle dedicated to them no matter what store you go in. So who's buying it? If you're buying them, please comment in here so I can find out a way to hack and delete your account because, oh my goodness, that's ridiculous stuff, man. I'm right too because my wife agrees with me on this one. She also agrees with me on the next one, cotton candy. See, here's my thing with cotton candy is I at least get why it exists, right? In concept, it's pretty fun. This thing that dissolves in your mouth, it's like cotton, but it's sweet and it's candy. But whoever decided the flavor for that, you had to find a different flavor, right? And it's not like there's different flavor cotton candy. It's just cotton candy. Cotton candy is a flavor, right? There's cotton candy flavored gum. And so my thing is why did you choose that flavor for it and why aren't there other flavors? I could be mistaken, by the way. I'm sure there are fairs that have watermelon flavored cotton candy or the different types, but that's not a common thing. And I think that's weird. I think that's strange. So I petition that s'mores be cleared out as the camping treat to have because that's ridiculous. That's insanity. Additionally, I say that whoever's buying these sugar cookies from the store, please find your own online vendor because man, you're hurting the rest of us. And then lastly, I have no hate for the idea of cotton candy. Let's just maybe, it's 2021. Let's modify that a little bit. Let's go ahead and, improvise, make it a little bit more fun so that your gold doesn't feel so disgusting after it's dissolved into the little crystal pebbles or the little weird glaze over your tongue. If we can do that, I'll be happy in this world. No, I won't. I have a lot of things I dislike, but that's a big one. That's a big one.